Hi friends, in string concept, today we are going to see valid palindrome. Okay, so in this question, they have asked us to return true if the given string is palindrome, or you have to return false. That's all. If the given string is palindrome, means you have to return true, or else you have to return false. So, what is palindrome? So, take this word Malayalam. Okay, so in this word, if you start from the first, it will give you this. If it is pronounced as a Malayalam, if you start from the last, you will get the same word Malayalam. Okay, so this is a palindrome. So how could you say it is a palindrome? Means if you start from the first, it will give you the same word. If you start from the last, it is also give you the same word. So if we give it as this, means it is a palindrome. Okay, so to check whether it is a palindrome or not, to check every problem, to solve every problem, we have several methods. We have to choose the optimized methods. Okay, so we have one word Malayalam. So in order to check whether it is palindrome or not, I have most common approaches, that are two approaches. First one is reversal. By using reversal, we can know whether it is a palindrome or not. Second approach is two pointer approach. Okay, first approach is reversal approach, second approach is two pointer approach. Okay, so I will tell you both the approaches. Okay, so for example, we have this Malayalam string. So by first step, what I'm going to do means I'm going to reverse the string. I'm going to reverse the given string. So if you reverse the given string means you will get Malayalam. That's same thing. If you reverse by the in order to reverse, you need to read from the last. If you read from the last means you will get the same word Malayalam. Okay. Then I have to check whether given string is equal to the reversed string. If both the string are equal means this is a palindrome, or else it is not a palindrome. Okay. So this is the first procedure. By first procedure, what you are doing means you are reversing the string. Then you are checking the reversed string as well as the given string is equal or not. For example, if the given string is hello. Okay. So the reversed string is OLLEH. So this is the reversed string. I'm going to check whether my string as well as my reversed string are equal. If it is equal means it is a palindrome. But here it is not equal, correct? So it is not a palindrome. You can say it is not a palindrome. Okay. So this is the first approach. By first approach, you can say whether it is a palindrome or not. So what is the time complexity of this program means? Because of n. Okay, because of n. That is, if the given string length is 9 means that is given string length is 9 letters. So it takes big of n times. It takes big of n times to reverse the string. That is, you have to take letter one by one. From the last, you have to take letter one by one. This letter, then this letter, this letter. Likewise, you have to take the letter one by one. So it takes 9 times to get all those letters. If the given string length is 5 means it takes 5 times to reverse this given string. Okay, so if a given string length is 1000 means it takes 1000 steps to reverse this given string, because there are 1000 letters are there. You have to reverse those 1000 letters, then only you will get the reversed string. Am I right? So here the time complexity is big of n. Okay, now we are going for the somewhat optimized approach. Compared to this somewhat optimized approach, that is two pointer approach. Okay, so for example, the given string is Malayalam. Okay, what we are going to do means I'm going to have two pointer L R. Okay, I'm going to have two pointer. Now I'm going to check whether, so if you say a string as a palindrome means the first letter and the last letter should be same. So here I'm just checking, this is my first letter and this is my last letter. I'm checking whether both are equal or not. Yes, they are equal. Then if they are equal means I'm going to check the second letter. That's all. So I'm just checking whether these two letters are equal. So here it is A and here also it is A. Okay, it is equal. Now I'm going to check the third letters. If it is equal means I'm just moving on. Okay, I'm just checking all the letters whether they are equal or not. If they are equal means, okay, so if these two letters are equal, now I'm going to check the next two letters. Okay, until L and R comes to the same position. Okay, First, what you are doing means you are checking the first position and last position. If they are equal means you are going to check the second position and last previous position. Because if you say palindrome means they should equal. First position, last position should be equal. So you are checking these two positions. If they are equal means you have to do this up to L and R made to the same position. If they are made to the same position means you have to stop it. Okay. So that's all. This is our approach. Now we are going to do the program for this. Okay. So compared to that approach, this approach is somewhat good approach. Okay, because it takes half of the time to reach here. You will take half of the time. First, in first iteration you are here, next iteration you will be here, third iteration, fourth iteration. By four iterations you can say whether it is palindrome or not. That is, by half of the iteration you can say whether it is palindrome or not. Okay. Okay, so just to take another example, our example is hello. Okay, I need to check whether it is a palindrome or not. In order to check whether it is a palindrome or not, I am having L, R. Okay, I am just checking whether these two letters are equal. These two letters are not equal. So on this stage itself, we can say it is not a palindrome. Okay, because if it is a palindrome means first and last letter should be equal, but here first and last letters are not equal. So by this, you can say it is not a palindrome. Okay, so if you are using this approach means, if you are using the first approach, reversal approach means you have to reverse the word, whatever the word, whether it is palindrome or not, you have to reverse the word. After reversing all the words only, you can say whether it is palindrome or not. If the given word is not a palindrome but a long word, okay, if the given word is not a palindrome but a long word means, okay, by the first iteration itself, you can say it is a palindrome or not. That is, if you are using the two-pointer approach means it is very easy. But if you are using this reversal approach means first you have to reverse all the letters, then only you can say whether it is palindrome or not. Before reversal, you can't judge it. Okay, ma? So for palindrome or not palindrome, you have to do full reversal in first approach. But in this approach, by comparing this itself, you can say it is not a palindrome. If first and last letter are equal means I am just comparing the second and last previous. If they are not equal, now at that stage itself you can say don't need to iterate to the end. Okay, if you are comparing two persons, right, if those two persons are not equal means at that stage itself you can say they are not a palindrome. Okay, so shall we go to the code? So here, to solve this, I need to have int L equal to 0, because L should be the starting index, int R equal to last index. How to get last index? Na? Length minus 1. Okay, we need to do this until L and R are equal. If L and R are equal means we have to stop this. Okay, so we have to do this until L is less than R. Okay, so what I am doing now, I am just comparing the in string lth character. If lth character is not equal to R character means just return false. Okay, you are checking the L character as well as R character. Okay, so here, so this is our L. So it's L is our, okay, L is our 0th index, R is our last index. I am just checking whether both are not equal. If they are not equal means at that stage you can say, it can return false because they are not equal, right? So on that stage itself you can say it is a false thing, or else you can increment L as well as you can decrement the R. Okay, so if this whole process runs perfectly means it is a palindrome, so you can return true. Okay, if they are not equal means here itself it returns false. Okay, once the while loop ends perfectly, here the while loop ends perfectly. If the while loop ends perfectly, then only it will come to this statement. If here L and R are not equal means here itself we are returning the false. So if you won't come to this line, if you are coming to this line means then all the L and R are equal, then only we are coming to this line. So you can return false. Okay, so if you are running this means Okay, so here it throws an error. That is not output, correct output. So before doing this, we have to do something else. What is that means? A phrase is a palindrome. After converting all uppercases into lowercase, you have to convert all uppercases into lowercases and also remove all non-alphanumeric characters. You have to your string should contains only alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means either it should contains letters as or numbers. Apart from that, you should not have any other characters. Okay, va? So if you have any other character means you have to remove it. Okay, so see here, apart from letters we have space, comma, colon. So we have something else, some other symbols are there, we have to remove all those characters from this. Okay, so for that what we are going to do means, I'm first thing I need to convert my string as lower cases. String to lowercase. So how to convert it? S star to lowercase of. Okay, so after converting all the letters to lowercase, what I need to do? I need to replace. I need to replace all my symbols. Okay, so we are going to replace by using regular expression, replace all of. Okay, yeah, we have two methods in string, one is replace of, one is replace all of. Okay, so if you are going to replace a thing using regular expression means you should use replace all of. Okay, okay, so if I see any other a to z 0 to 9. If I see any other thing apart from this, how could you say this now? You should give negation symbol. Okay, so what it means A to Z 0 to 9. Okay, so if you see anything apart from this, so if this symbol says apart from this, negation symbol is it. Okay, this is a negation symbol. So A to Z 0 to 9, that is apart from alphanumeric. If you say any other person means I have to replace that person with empty string, that's all. Okay, so here you are replacing your all the symbols with empty string, then you are doing this means it runs perfectly. Accepted. Okay, so that's all. So this is our coding. Okay, we have two approaches, one is reversal, second one is two pointer approach. We are using two pointer approach to check whether it is a palindrome or not. Okay, so this is our code.